Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl, thus spoke Quetzalcóatl, is a beautiful tale that offers upliftment to all truth seekers yearning for spiritual understanding. In this book, we follow the travels of the legendary Aztec god Quetzalcóatl, who is the story's enlightened master. In his offering of discourses to earnest seekers, we see that Quetzalcóatl highlights the importance of the inward journey. Transcending both time and space, this journey connects us with the inner heavenly light and music. Thus, the words from Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl illuminate one's spiritual endeavors with profound truth. Let us now continue with more excerpts from the wonderful words by the venerated Quetzalcóatl in Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl, thus spoke Quetzalcóatl. His beautifully spoken noble truths and wisdom give us clarity and help us to comprehend a world that stirs our spiritual thirst. About pain. Someone asked him, "Quetzal, what is pain?" And he answered, "Real pain is what you do not know about yourself, knowing it is there." Bodily pain is a relief for the spirit. It is like dung that is expelled, and this is illness. Those who ignore the laws of life think that pain is a punishment. That is why they run to fight it. The wise man accepts it, going in this way further beyond. Because what is written it is, but what is being written can be changed. Do not think about today's pain, but rather about the glory it will bring to you tomorrow. Do not think about today's glory, but rather about the pain it will bring to you tomorrow. Be now. Always now, because a step never goes back on the sands of time. Pain comes as a consequence of a transgression of the fundamental law of love. Then, let us remain in the middle way and let us be thankful for the growing earned through suffering in this plane of life. Clean your mind and everything will be clean. They said to him, "How will we know what the sunset teaches us, and how the morning teaches us, and how any circumstances brings knowledge to us?" And so he answered, "Each thing outside of you is your own mirror. If the cloud of anguish fills the horizon of your heart, you will see a cloud of anguish in each and every heart. If calmness takes a seat in the middle of your chest, you will see that also everyone bears calmness in the chest. If your head is a den where thoughts of hatred, grudging, or envy hide, when you walk on the streets and squares of life, you will only see hatred pass by, and grudging sitting on benches, and on each corner envy. And you will say, I wish to fly beyond this city because it is polluted, and I would like to leave this house so I can feel the clean field and its purity. And I tell you, clean your mind and everything will be clean. Clean your heart and everything will be clean. Clean your body and everything will be clean. Ignorant is the one who, seeing dirtiness outside, does not realize his own dirtiness and says, I will go inside my heart in order to clean my temple because its altar is dirty and its light dim. Ignorant are those who try to clean their temple in someone else's temple, and every day and every night of their existence think that evil is outside themselves and not in their hearts. Look at the sensuntles and the sparrows. Who could tell them your singing is not harmonious? Look at the willows, oaks, and ahuehuete trees. Who could tell them your growing is not harmonious? How then can this be told about man? How much would a critical spirit learn if it knew that when it criticizes someone else, it is criticizing itself in a loud voice? Each thing has its own place, and each one has his own path. Only the one who does not know it follows the path of others until at the end he finds his own. Blessed will be the day in which he finds it, because that day he will be born again. From that moment on, sunsets and mountains will tell him something, and flowers will talk to him. He will start to walk with nature, and his language will be the same as the little birds. His hands will be like rivers, and his eyes will be the life that looks at life. We will not criticize other situations, because to criticize others is to criticize ourselves. In the same way, to help others is to help ourselves. About giving and receiving. One day among the days that crown the years which are born from the breathing of the earth, we were strolling with Quetzalcóatl by the fields of Tula, Mesoamerican side. And everything was calmness, because it emanated from him who was going with us. We were talking about giving and receiving when a beggar approached us and kneeling down before him said, "Brother, make this poor body get food today, because many are the days and nights it has been fasting. Give me something, and I will pray for you before the great temple, so heaven will protect you." And he answered, "Brother, if I give something, you should know that I am only the vehicle, because what I give you comes out of earth's sweat and from the work of your hands." Corn is not only the kernel, it is the soil and the water, united with time and the sun's will. Even the winds help to ripen it. In this way, when you sacrifice it for your nourishment, you are sacrificing all its evolution and yourself too. But many are those who think that what they possess or what life has given to them belongs to them. These are the ones whom you have to pray for, so they stop hurting themselves. Because if I give to you, I only fulfill heaven's will. And if I keep for me what belongs to you, it is because I am more in need of you than you of me. And even without giving me anything, it is you who has given me. Take then and feed your body with this lascali and your spirit with these words, so you may also realize in giving. And turning towards us, he said, "What would it be of those who give if there were nobody to give to? I would even tell you, those who are to receive, are they not perhaps the ones who were always giving?" Humility is the only requirement to be able to learn. All of what man possesses today will be given away someday. God provides for us so that we also may give and be Him. Not even the body we have is ours. God gives it to us just for its administration. All the universes. I only want a canticle for my heart and a path for my steps. I only want a flight for my soul and a voice. I have taken impulse from the torrent. From the eagle I have taken its judgment. I have learned to rise above the circumstances that missed the moments, that form the days, that form the years of an existence. I have learned suffering from the grass that borders the edge of the roads. I have taken from the wind to be everywhere. Although I go from place to place, I am still everywhere. From the captive goldfinch I learned how to sing while suffering, and from the huicotl how to forget freedom in order to start becoming free. From the hummingbird I saw the usefulness of the small, and from the sparrow the beauty of the ordinary. And I have learned from the tree the canticle of detachment that asks for nothing. Among its branches I have seen the struggle of polarities. I have seen among its branches all the universes and beyond the universes, and I have descended to its root to take from it the great example of the silence of the hidden. Afterwards I saw my forehead was full of stars, and my arms were nebulous, and my chest was a sun of suns. And all that came out from my mouth was a canticle from all the universes to existence. When I opened my mouth, I saw new worlds being born. I opened my eyes and saw myself outside feeling everything. And I have taken only one canticle for my heart, and only one path for my steps. This canticle is the one that is born from all canticles. That path is every path searching, from the rose that goes after the sun in its tiny flight for the spring, to the stars that go after the sun of the stars. Some call it nirvana, others the essence in the flower, many the divine mother, God, or the ocean of love. But it is when God sees through your eyes that we realize we are God. Magnanimous viewers, we thank you for your company for today's words of wisdom.